Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath. Some albums signal the end, others, the rebirth. In 1980, Black Sabbath faced the flame. Their founding voice, gone. Their crown, slipping. And the question, echoing. Could the architects of doom rebuild with a new voice and still cast the same shadows? I wasn't sure they could. Enter Ronnie James Dio. No doubt a vocal powerhouse. Somewhat of a poet. A guy who brought magic to the words he sang. Heaven and Hell wasn't just a title, it was a resurrection. This is a band standing on the edge and leaping into legend. Welcome to the Collection Vault. And today, we are decoding Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. Firstly, a little backstory and context. The curtain fell on Black Sabbath's first act with noise and chaos. Ozzy Osbourne, once the primal scream at the center, had drifted out of orbit. The band was splintered, scattered, and soaked in uncertainty. Enter Ronnie James Dio, a singer with the voice of a dragon and the pen of a poet. He didn't try to copy the madness, he crafted mythology. Behind closed doors, the band didn't just swap a frontman, they recalibrated their identity. With Dio came melody, structure, and mysticism. And so, 1980 delivered Heaven and Hell, where Sabbath traded distortion for drama and gloom for grandeur. It was a shock for me, to say the least. Someone who has championed all their previous albums, especially Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Neon Nights opened with what felt like Black Sabbath trying to catch a moving train. Familiar, yet rushed. What struck me most was the absence of those dramatic style shifts I'd come to love about Sabbath. Gone were those smooth transitions from heavy rock into jazz-tinged passages, then back to blues. But then Children of the Sea arrived, and suddenly I understood they weren't abandoning complexity, they were reimagining it. From its first notes, there's a sense of scale. Not just volume, but vastness. It's haunting, almost operatic. But did I like it the first time I heard it? Well, no. Although the music bore Sabbath's DNA, this track predated Dio's arrival. It wasn't the Black Sabbath I knew. Where were Ozzy's distinctive chants, those vocal peculiarities that defined the band? My confusion deepened until the title track arrived. Heaven and Hell doesn't just answer that question, it rewrites it entirely. The title track unfolds like a lyrical riddle, a sonic sermon where Tony Iommi's guitar carves out space like architecture. Much more Black Sabbath-like, albeit at a faster pace. Well, at least the music. I still had to get used to the vocals, but I did, and I like it all today. Geezer Butler's bass was most definitely evident as usual, and Bill Ward his usual pounding self. Ronnie James Dio? Even I, steadfast in my Ozzy loyalty, couldn't deny it. This guy could sing. And if I needed further convincing, Die Young delivered the final blow. The flip side of contemplation, a burst of pure urgency. The track rises, crashes, and leaves behind silence as sharp as its riffs. This was my revelation moment. Gone was the hazy darkness of early Sabbath, replaced by something precise, thunderous, and strangely beautiful. While critics remained unsure and fans stayed split, I was beginning to understand what Sabbath had actually accomplished. Ronnie James Dio set a new standard for metal vocals. His influence echoes through Iron Maiden, Dream Theater, and countless voices who chose fire over frenzy. And for Sabbath, this wasn't survival, it was a victory. In my collection, Heaven and Hell isn't just filed under reinvention. It's proof that identity is fluid, sound is sacred, and evolution is the boldest move a band can make. Even if I initially opposed it, do I recommend it? Most certainly I do. Heaven and Hell didn't end, it echoed. Dio's voice, Iommi's riffs, Butler's gravity, and Ward's energy all left behind an auditory footprint deep enough to shudder the soul. But as we step away from epic storytelling and operatic fury, the collection vault opens a subtler door. Next on the collection vault, another mini vault, the pause between tracks. Silence as a storyteller. Because once the storm passes, it's the quiet that speaks the loudest. We'll explore the breath between songs, the space where reflection lives, where anticipation builds, and where music trusts silence to carry emotion forward. Silence isn't the absence of sound, it's the presence of meaning. Let's listen to what lingers. See you there.